Hello, and thank you for joining me in another episode of the Tech Exec podcast, where we create a team worth leading. As always, I'm your host, Aviv Ben-Yosef, advisor and consultant to tech execs worldwide. Before that, let me tell you, I've got a new free session, Profitable Engineering 101. Check out the link in the show notes and be the first to sign up because this is the first time I'm putting it anywhere publicly. What I'm talking about today is the fact that we oftentimes, as leaders, shy away from providing feedback or from going into those crucial conversations so much till we get to the point where we no longer have any other options, or until we believe we don't have any other options. We go past the point of no return. And this is essentially always a really bad way of managing things. And I want to talk about two aspects here. One is, as right now you're thinking about what you're doing, I try and regularly talk to my clients about what they're seeing as problems. What do they feel like they have on their plates? What are the important things that are not yet urgent, but that might come up and be problematic down the line? Because I want to make sure that we have our bases covered, that we're not only zooming in on putting out fires, letting something else slowly grow so big that it becomes the next wildfire. However, so many people don't regularly do that, or even if they do that, they don't proactively decide to tackle something before it goes too big. So you might have a problematic manager in your organization that you don't really give enough honest feedback to. You don't give them any deadlines for improvement. You're not giving them the frameworks and coaching to get there, and you just let things stay as they are, which is bad, or even deteriorate for months on end till you reach a point where you're like, okay, this can't work. We cannot allow this to continue any longer. They have to be moved. Or perhaps you're considering a set of different options for your strategy, things about how you can change your offering or try and be on top of your market, beat your competitors, whatever, and you keep waiting. Maybe you try and advance on all three fronts, which usually doesn't work and means that you're going to have three half-assed solutions. Or you just wait and wait and wait without making a decision, waffling and equivocating for so long till the market makes the decision for you. Now, you're no longer proactive. You have to make a decision. Just because your competitors just now announced something amazing, you wasted 6 months not going towards. And that might feel like, okay, they just made my life easier. I just need to do what they're doing. But that, again, is you getting to the point of no return. You no longer have control over the situation, and you have to be reactive. These are very, very poor ways of leading, because leading is about taking the lead, right? You don't wait till things become so pressing you have to react to them. Leading is about having the ability to be one step ahead. In chess, we say you want to take the initiative. You want to be the one who knows where they're going and have those around you having to scramble to react to what you're doing. You want to remain on the offensive. And if you keep doing this, having the default of not deciding and waiting, what you're going to end up with is a team that moves way too slowly, doesn't grow as fast as it can, has a higher turnover because you're ending up replacing people when it's too late, as opposed to helping them and coaching them sooner before we get to that point of no return. And that's about how you're letting things get there. And I want to second address what you're doing once you realize you have let that happen. Because I'm sure right now there are a few things you let get past that point of no return. Things that you're going to have to address right now, and it sucks. You're not happy about it. No one likes laying off someone or having to shuffle the team to really, really fast scramble to address something because a competitor did it faster. But what I want you to right now focus on is how this feels. And I want you to tell yourself that you're going to do your best to not let your team be in this situation again. Is it going to happen? Yeah, it is going to happen, because that's how life is. It's not just all butterflies and unicorns. However, I want you to realize that you have the initiative. You have the capability of taking the lead. And if you do that, you're going to minimize the amount of time those things happen. When those things happen, you can react faster, and If you do it enough, your team is going to slowly pick up on that same mentality. They're going to be a team that takes the lead. And I've seen it in startups where after we do this enough, people just sort of get this instinct of moving faster. We're not dwelling on decisions where it doesn't make sense. We act a lot faster when we feel like we know what we should be doing, and we don't allow things to fester till they become so bad we have to amputate the product, okay? And I want you to consider this right now. What are the things that you've already let past the point of no return? And how can you at least learn from them, create a learning moment, a growth opportunity to talk about with your leadership team to ensure that such a thing doesn't happen again? And second, take a few minutes, write out all the different ways that you're currently letting things slowly get closer and closer, inching towards the point of no return, and decide what you're going to do about them. If you need help doing that, if you need someone to ensure you're on top of your game, my email's in the show notes. Let me help you be the best you can be. That's it for this week. Thank you for joining me. As always, check out the show notes for links to my newsletter and my books. Thank you, and I'll be here next week.